What's going on, YouTube? Big Dog Brett. Welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm going to be talking about the Florida Gators and their 14,000 number. So hang tight. We'll be right back. All right, guys. So clearly... Clearly something's been going on down in the swamp. They've been chewing on some kind of wild weed that grows down there in the swamp, especially Coach Mullen. What in the world is this guy thinking? You know, at first, I was kind of mad. And then I got to thinking about it. I was like, this guy is hardcore trolling. He is trying so hard. Listen, he's trying to make his team, he's trying to make himself relevant by talking about the irrelevance of Georgia and its last national championship. So I thought I would do you guys the favor of kind of digging up the facts and the stats myself and kind of seeing what we can get into. Now, of course, there's no doubt that there's been 14,000 days. Fair enough. But if kind of what we're talking about here is the relevance of a football team, then let's talk about the relevance of a football team, and let's talk about whether or not these guys are anywhere near in the same caliber of boat as they're bragging about. Because the last time I checked, winning a national championship, whether it was 1930, 1890, doesn't really matter all that much. I mean, you can't go out on the field and win the next season based off of last year's national championship. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say I don't want a national championship. Everybody does. And there's a good reason for it. But at the end of the day, there's more to a football team than just winning a national championship. If one team only wins one national championship and then they lose every other game the rest of their football program career, nobody is going to think that they're relevant. Now, if you're a team that goes out there and you win on a consistent basis and, you know, you do things that get you nationally televised and as far as New Year's Six games and things like that, that's somebody that's going to be talked about. That's a program that's going to be taken seriously. Nobody is talking about how relevant Florida is. The only thing that they're talking about is Dan Mullen's social media capability. And to me, last time I checked, that doesn't win football games. So I thought I would set the record straight and put this little bitty lizard back in his box. I guess the mentality is that he thinks he's going to come out here and get Georgia so bent out of shape that they're just going to walk out on the field and make a bunch of mistakes. First of all, Kirby Smart has played at Alabama as a coach long enough to understand that this kind of poster board talk is just that. It's just poster board stuff. It's just billboard material. And that's what he's going to use it as. He's going to use it as a motivation tool, and he's not going to let these kids get spun around and upset and ticked off about it. While it's interesting and it makes good news or whatever, and it keeps college football, it gives us guys something to talk about, it's probably one of the most ridiculous things I've ever heard is that he thinks that Florida's back. But I digress. I want to get back to the actual stats. And since Georgia is not that good of a football team, according to Dan Mullen, let's go through the numbers. So let's look at the number of the all-time record for football for University of Florida. I'm not going to talk about ties because ties happened so long ago it doesn't matter anymore. They've got 40. I think we've got 34. Doesn't matter. All-time record wins 724 to 418. Not bad. That's an all-time record of .629, or almost 63%. 724. Now let's take a good look at that no good Useless, irrelevant. Oh my goodness. Will I be 819 wins to 423 losses. Now, keep in mind, and let me point this out for you, in case you didn't know. That would be Georgia winning almost 100 more games, but only losing 5 more. Think about that a minute. We've won 100 more games, give or take, than you guys have, and we've only lost 5 more. You could play for the next 10 seasons and go 10-2, and we could sit out, and y'all still wouldn't catch us. Just saying. By the way, our win percentage is .653. Okay, let's talk about bowl games, right? Because we like to talk about after-season stuff at the University of Florida. Bowl record, 23-21. You barely have a winning number there. 23-21. 23 wins, 21 losses. And by the way, there's been 2 years here recently that Florida didn't even go to a bowl game. In order to find a bowl game that Georgia didn't go to, you have to go all the way back to like 1995. So if you're talking about long distance relevancy, we make it to our bowl games. Okay, so 23-21. Let's look at Georgia. 31-21. Again, almost 10 more. Wow. That's a... Let's see, what's you guys' bowl percentage here? Oh, let's see, where's it now? 52.3%. Georgia, 59.1, almost 60%. Oh, and here's a category of box you can't check. Playoff appearances. We've got one. And you got none. So, again, you're not relevant anymore. Let's see. Now we can claim, they say claim national titles 2, unclaimed 4. I don't claim the unclaimed stuff. National titles, you guys have 3, and all of those were in an 8-year span. So before that, from the dawn of your program, I can't even count the days where you had a national program. You didn't have a national championship, and you haven't had one in over a decade. So pretty irrelevant. You have 2 unclaimed national titles, so that's a total of 5. So if you guys claim all of yours, that's 5, and if we claim all of ours, that's 6. That's still more than Florida. Doggone. Let's see. Conference championships. University of Florida has 8. Hot dog. I really thought y'all were going to get us on that one. Guess what? Not again. Georgia has 15. Almost twice as many. But we're irrelevant, right? It's pretty kind of underwhelming. What you guys are, you guys want to talk about how relevant or irrelevant or whatever. Well. As it turns out, when the facts come out, cards lay in a different way. But if y'all want to sit down there and keep shouting 14,000, hey, all the power to you. But I bet y'all won't be shouting that stuff next time y'all play us. I guess Kirby Smart will have to come down there and kick it in for you again. And the only time, the only reason y'all scored, I think y'all scored last time, I think y'all have a combined total with 21 points across the past 2 games against us. How many points did we score? We scored enough in the first. Wait, we scored 42 in the first game. Was it 42? I think it was 42. Was it 42 or 35? It doesn't matter. It was more than your 2 games combined. But we're irrelevant, right? So if you're saying that Georgia sucks or is irrelevant because of we haven't won a national championship in forever, then what does that make y'all? Seeing as how y'all keep getting y'all's teeth kicked in by an irrelevant team. Oh my goodness. Postseason 2018, you guys are ranked number 7, just above us. Good job. Now, the reason I bring that up is because I want to talk about this. All right, so let's see. Let's see. Number 1, Clemson. Number 2, Alabama. Okay, number 3, Georgia. All right. Oklahoma, Ohio State, Michigan. Number 6, LSU. Number 7, Texas A&M. Number 8, Oregon. Number 9, Texas. Number 10. Notre Dame 11, Washington 12, and then Florida number 13. Oh, Lord. What happened? You guys are ranked you guys are ranked 1 spot above Central Florida, 2 spots above Iowa State, and 3 spots above Northwestern, 4 spots above Stanford, and was it 7 spots? 7 spots above Army. Oh God, I'm gonna fall over. Whoo. Whoo. It's the big one. Oh my goodness. Oh dear. Well, guys, as usual, a whole bunch of talk from a nobody team. Can't wait to see y'all. And y'all keep talking that smack. It'll make the game more fun. I appreciate it. Thanks so much, guys. Have a great day. God bless. Go Dogs.